Hi, my dear friends. This is Bobby Kitain welcoming you to Pathways of Hope. For today's reflection, allow me to begin with a somewhat funny story. The story goes there was this lion, supposedly the king of the jungle, and he wanted to assert his supremacy over all the animals in the jungle. So one day, he approached the bear and he said, "Who is the king of the jungle?" The bear looked at him and said, "You are, Your Majesty." And the lion roared as if saying, "That is correct." And then he went to the tiger and he said, "Who is the king of the jungle?" The tiger looked at him and said, "You are, my lord." And the lion roared again, as if asserting once more his supremacy over the tiger. And finally, he approached the elephant and he said, "Who is the king of the jungle?" The elephant looked at him, grabbed him with its trunk, whirled him on the air, slammed him on a tree, and started pounding him on the ground, and then dumped him on the river and threw him on the shore. the the lion looked at the elephant and said, "Just because you don't know the answer doesn't mean you should get upset." Sometimes we're like that lion. We're so arrogant. We think that we are the king of our lives, that we are the king of our world, only to find out that no, we're not. In fact, we are helpless in the face of the many changes in our lives. We realize how weak we are in the face of life's biggest challenges. And therefore, the encouragement for us today is humility. In today's gospel, in Matthew 23, verse 12, it says, "Whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted." My dear friend, I'd like to encourage you to take on a posture of humility. How can we be humble? There are many ways to be humble, but allow me to share with you three ways. Number one, a humble person does not care who gets the credit. The humble person will do what's right, he will do what's good, and he doesn't care if he gets credited for it or not. That's one sign of a humble person. Second, a humble person does not distinguish between a big service or a small service, a big thing or a small thing. It doesn't matter to him if he's asked to do something, whether it's big or small. If he accepts it, and he will do everything he can to render the best service that he could. And lastly, a humble person has an audience of one. He seeks to please no one else but God and God alone. And that's why he is not a slave to the changing opinions of people around him. Instead, he will do what's right, even when nobody's watching, because he knows that he's doing it only for God. So, my dear friend, today I encourage you to take on a posture of humility and recognize that when everything has been said and done, that we are weak in the face of life's biggest challenges, but we are strong if we put our trust in Him who loves us so much. God bless you, my dear friend.